If you're struggling with low back pain, here are 3 stretches that I would recommend so that you can get your recovery journey started. Hi, I'm Dr. Zach Ratliff at TruMotion Therapy here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We specialize in the conservative management of musculoskeletal pain and injuries, meaning our treatments don't entail the use of surgery, drugs, or long-term care plans. The first stretch we're gonna go through is a nice, simple child's pose. So we're gonna start in an all fours position, and then we're just gonna walk the hands a little bit further forward, and then you can rock the hips back nice and easy, and just feel a little gentle stretch on the low back, and just go as far as your pain or tension feels comfortable with. And then with each rep, you can go a little bit deeper into those stretches. And big thing is this is just gonna open up that low back a little bit and get a nice little stretch. Next up for stretches, we're actually gonna go outside of the low back. So oftentimes with low back pain, there can be other contributors and causes to it. And one of those is tension through the hips and stiffness through that mid back. So the next one we're gonna do is actually a little hip flexor stretch. So what we're gonna do is we can start in this position on one knee. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna think of our pelvis like a bowl of water. And instead of, we wanna think about pouring water out the front of the pelvis and pouring water out the back of the pelvis. So we're gonna kind of rock back and forth there, and then we're gonna kind of find a middle ground. So you're gonna feel like you're lifting your belt buckle or tucking your tail underneath you. And then what you're gonna do is just gently push your torso forward while keeping that pelvis tucked under you. So you're gonna feel a nice little stretch in the front of the hip, and taking some tension off of the hips is gonna help take some of that workload off of the low back as well. The last stretch we're gonna do is for our mid back. So we're gonna work on the stiffness that we feel in that mid back. So commonly we struggle with extension and rotation in our mid back. And if that part of our body won't do that motion, the low back picks up that workload. So a great one for this is called the open book. So we're gonna lay on our side, and we're gonna pull the knees up to about 90 degrees. That's just gonna lock in the low back so that it's not doing the work. And then we're gonna take that top arm, reach forward, and then we're gonna open up like a book and let our eyes and head follow that moving arm. And just go back and forth here. Again, just going in the range that's comfortable, not trying to push it too far. And if you do feel any of this in the low back while you're doing it, just pull those knees in a little bit tighter, and then try to get that motion from between the shoulder blades. I hope you found those few stretches to be helpful. If you are in a position where that low back is still really bugging you, I would invite you to check out our website at TruMotionTherapy.com, where we have more resources, information, videos, as well as the ability to schedule an appointment with one of our providers. And we would love to get you back doing all the things you love doing without your low back pain.